Hey guys, welcome to Mandatory Work. I'm Carlton Terman, where I help you put in the mandatory work for you to reach your full potential. Let's get into it. I thought I'd kick off this channel by talking about one of the very topics that got me inspired to create this channel in the first place: heartbreak. Now, many of us know that heartbreak can be one of the most difficult and emotionally painful things that someone can go through. In fact, some studies have shown that the same parts of the brain that respond to physical pain also respond to rejection. A little bit of a backstory. Back in 2019, I was engaged to a girl who I thought was the love of my life. I had all these exciting thoughts about planning our future and our lives together, but near the end of 2019, she unexpectedly gave me the ring back, saying that she didn't feel at peace about it. Long story short, I started to spiral down into a very deep depression that lasted through a lot of 2020. And it was a whirlwind of emotions, to say the very least. But I did get through them, and I did process them, and I've gotten to the other side of that whole heartbreak as a better and stronger person. And I pray that these tips in this video can help you overcome your heartbreak if you're going through something very similar. So without further ado, here are several tips that I've discovered on my healing journey that could potentially help you overcome your heartbreak. 1. Allow yourself time to grieve. This is probably the most important part of this video, and if there was only one part that you could watch, I highly suggest that it be this one. You cannot try to run away from your feelings or try to numb your pain. You may feel better at first, but you're probably going to cause more problems for yourself down the road, and you're going to prolong your own healing process because those feelings will catch up with you. Now let's break down grief. There are 5 stages of grief. There's denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. And the confusing part about all of these stages is that they're not in chronological order. Many people may find themselves jumping from one stage and then coming back to a previous stage. So it's not a gradual progression. There are a lot of feelings that someone can feel throughout all of this grieving process. Going to therapy can be a very beneficial tool for you as you try to process all of these complex emotions of anger, sadness, loneliness, etc. And there's no shame in going to therapy. It does not make you a weak person. In fact, there's a lot of strength and courage that is involved with seeking outside help. In short, if you don't feel your pain, you won't deal with your pain, and you therefore won't heal from your pain. Number 2, surround yourself with loved ones. Going hand in hand with the previous point, as you're grieving this loss and heartbreak, you need to surround yourself with close family members or friends that you can confide in with your emotions and all of your feelings. Humans are not made to do life alone. We're made for connection, and we're built for relationships. I remember when I was going through my heartbreak, I had to really lean on my parents and my close friends that I could talk to about my feelings, and they were such a godsend. They were able to provide empathy and love and support, and I was able to feel a great sense of comfort from it all. In fact, as you surround yourself with loved ones, you may find that your relationships with these people grow much stronger and deeper through this very trial. I grew a lot closer to my parents through my heartbreak because they were always there. They were either a phone call away, or they would even drop what they were doing to come give me a shoulder to cry on if I was in a very dark place. And it made me appreciate everything that they had ever done for me and ever taught me that much more. Number 3, go on dates by yourself. Yes, go out to eat at a restaurant by yourself. Yes, go do a fun activity by yourself. It may feel awkward at first if you haven't done it before a lot, but as you do it more, you're gonna start appreciating the experience in a much more surreal way. I know that for me, it was really awkward at first because I was always used to hanging out with friends, or in my own case with my relationship, my significant other. But as I did this more, I started to get this sense of peace as I was just able to sit in a restaurant, just sitting there enjoying the experience of eating a nice meal all by myself in a great atmosphere. And as you go do things by yourself more, you're gonna start to really appreciate your company, and you're gonna really start to ultimately rediscover yourself. Number 4, go on solo trips. Woo! This is the winner right here, guys. Going on solo trips is an incredibly fun and liberating experience. For one, you can go wherever you want, do whatever you want, whenever you want. And it is incredibly empowering that you can have fun and go anywhere, do it all by yourself. Not only that, but on these trips, you're gonna encounter new experiences and new people that's gonna help you learn more about yourself and shape your view of the world in order to help you feel more grounded in your own sense of identity. Now, your solo trip doesn't have to be a huge trip overseas or cross country. In fact, you could do a solo trip as far as 30 minutes or an hour away from where you currently live. But I guarantee you this, whatever you do choose to do, it's going to be a new experience that's going to help enrich your body, your mind, and your soul. Number 5, immerse yourself in old and new hobbies. You may find that when you were in your relationship, you've probably put a lot of these old hobbies to the wayside, or you may not have had as much chance to experience new things in your life. Well, this period of singleness and heartbreak can be a perfect time for you to rediscover those old hobbies and also experience new hobbies. I personally picked up kayaking in 2020, and I have found it to be one of my favorite pastimes to do by myself. For one, I could enjoy God's work and creation, and I could just relax. I could also meditate. I could also pray and reflect on my own life, and it was a great escape into nature. Now, kayaking may not be your thing, and it doesn't have to be your thing, but what I can tell you is that you're never gonna know what really kindles your spirit and what really sets your soul on fire unless you go out there and try it for yourself. Number 6, work on improving yourself. This is pretty self-explanatory. This is a perfect time in your life to develop yourself in multiple areas of your life. This could be fitness, this could be finance, this could be spirituality, mental fortitude, and the list goes on. Now, we should always be striving to be better than the day before. But if you're going through a heartbreak right now, this heartbreak could be exposing your weak areas that you need to improve on in order to better your life and your relationships in the future. Which brings me to my final point. Number 7, date whenever you feel ready. Emphasis on whenever you feel ready. I personally started dating way too soon after my breakup, and it only caused me that much more emotional pain. 0 out of 5 stars, don't recommend it. So how do you know whenever you're ready for a relationship? Well, one sign that could indicate that you're ready to start dating again is that you're not overwhelmed with emotions whenever thoughts of this person or pictures of this person come up in your life. If you get overwhelmed by emotions, it shows that you haven't processed something internally, and you need to sort that out, or else you're going to be bringing that into your next relationship as emotional baggage, and that's bad news for everyone. Another sign that you could be ready to date is that there is evidence of self-improvement in your life. For instance, you may have found that you've lost a lot of weight after your breakup since you've been hitting the gym and watching your eating and nutrition. You may have seen that your savings and investments improve because you've become a better steward of your money. At the end of the day, only you know when you are ready to start dating. Whenever you are truly ready to start dating, you're going to be able to appreciate life and relationships that much better. Now, if you're going through this season of heartbreak in your life, just know that there is no set timeline for your grief. Everybody's situation is different and everybody's journey is different. But what I can tell you is that whenever you do get through it, you're going to come on the other side of that heartbreak as a stronger and better person because of it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, please make sure to click the like and subscribe button down below and ring the bell so that you can be notified of all of my latest content. Did you agree with some of the things I said? Did you disagree? Or did you have something that you wanted to add? Please make sure to leave a comment down below so we can start cultivating a good, healthy discussion on how we as men can be better than the day before and show up as the men that we need to be. Until next time, put in that mandatory work.